I'm writer and game designer Robin D. Laws.
And I'm game designer and writer Kenneth Hite.
And this is our video
For the Patreon
of our podcast,
Ken and Robin Talk About Stuff.
Since August 2012, we've been creating a weekly podcast dedicated to
Tabletop role-playing games,
history,
movies,
occultists,
espionage,
writing,
Cthulhu,
and oddly enough, food.
but above all, tabletop role-playing games.
In response to popular demand, we've set up this Patreon to make it easier than ever to donate to our show and keep it alive.
If we ever stop to consider the amount of time we devote to the show, and thus divert ourselves from what one might advisedly term paid writing and design work,
we would go all aghast and stop.
but we don't want to do either of those things.
Because we love doing the show.
So we take donations to prevent us from ever performing that fatal calculation.
Bringing the donation bucket to Patreon might allow us to do all sorts of additional stuff.
Like pay valiant audio editor Rob Borges more than his current heavily discounted rate.
If we hit $500 per month, we'll embark on an adjunct project.
Ken and Robin consume media.
A running set of capsule reviews covering every movie, book, TV season, long-form article, and perhaps cooking ingredient that enters either of our voracious maws.
All presented to you in the glorious medium of text.
You, as Patreon patrons, would then vote on which items you want to hear more about in a new podcast segment entitled, Tell Me More.
Every 6 months, we'll make a new t-shirt design available to the public for separate purchase from a merch emporium to be named later. We'll price these at manufacturer's cost, plus shipping. At $3,900 comes our most requested but heretofore unfeasible feature.
Detailed show notes written by Ken.
We also get asked for transcripts, possibly for legal reasons. We costed that out, and we can do it at the $5,000 level.
And we don't yet even dare tell you about the later Ken Buys a Crazy Book milestone.
Patrons get first-in-line access to pose questions for our Ask Ken and Robin segment.
Or request segments from our various other huts. So keep us doing the show, as we've been doing for over 3 years, releasing a new episode every Friday morning, 50 weeks a year.
Donate early, donate often.